Greetings and welcome to this edition of
Positronic Hypersonic.
I'm Barry P. Cook, and I'm here to talk to you about the season 1 finale of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. It was an episode called Beyond Logic. And as it starts, in Underspace, Kate and Keiko flee the area where Kate almost got dead, as Kate insists that they find May, and Keiko asks about Bill and Shaw. In Tokyo, Kentaro and Hiroshi talk about all the crap that's been happening and why, but don't resolve much except that they'll work together to keep the mission of stopping the next G-Day in motion. Back in Underspace, Keiko, Lee, and Kate have a very emotional conversation as it is explained to Keiko exactly how much time has passed topside while she's been in Underspace. At Monarch, Tim is trying to focus on following a signal coming from Underspace that Keiko sent, as he thinks Shaw, Kate, and May can save the world from the Gamma situation. But his boss says they can't because they have to focus on exactly that with all their resources. Kate tells Keiko about Hiroshi and how he kept pursuing solutions to the Titan issue in her absence. Hiroshi talks with Kentaro's mom as he packs his belongings to take them from his wife's place. The gang in Underspace tries to move Keiko's beacon so they can try to use it to escape Underspace somehow. Tim approaches Kentaro in a bar and tells him about the signal coming from Underspace and says they need to talk to Hiroshi. Keiko and Shaw talk about how Bill seemingly died and that he kept Monarch going. Keiko laments having lost so much time, and Shaw tells her about the modern world when she asks, but doesn't mention G-Day for some reason. Tim, who by the way has quit Monarch, shows up at Hiroshi's place with Kentaro to tell him about the signal, though he's reluctant to believe it means that Kate could be alive. The gang in Underspace arrives at Shaw's old capsule that was left there when he was originally down there in 1962 with Keiko's signal generator. Keiko tells Shaw she wants to stay behind since Bill is gone and Hiroshi grew up without her and the world is not her world anymore, but Kate won't have it since the whole thing has cost her so much already and since Keiko's needed topside to keep working on the Titan situation. So she agrees to go back and they fire up the old pod. When the Titan that they lured close by in order to help them get through the rift accidentally causes a cable to come unplugged between Keiko's device and the pod, Shaw goes out to try to reconnect it. Once he does, Godzilla comes through the rift into Underspace and fights with the other Titan that was there, which is some kind of a flying dragon thing. In a repeat of what happened when Kate fell and was presumed dead, Shaw is now hanging on to Keiko as he tries to get back into the pod. But because he was a drag on the pod, it wouldn't be able to go through the rift as long as he held on, so he let go of Keiko's hand, and this time it is he that falls. The pod then goes through the rift, landing in what the gang thinks is 2015, and they're greeted by Kentaro and Hiroshi, who is reunited with his mom, after which we find out that it's actually 2017, and they've been gone for 2 years. And Tim has been working with May's old boss to help find them in Underspace. And just before the episode ends, as everyone scrambles when an alarm goes off, King Motherfucking Kong walks out of the wilderness and roars loudly. And that's where the episode ended. So, as I have liked most of the episodes of this series, I think I've liked 9 out of 10 of them. I think I only had some issues with one of the episodes. I liked this one. It was a really great finale, I thought. And the scene where they're explaining to Keiko how much time has gone by and how things are different was so well done and so emotional and so heartfelt that I really, really enjoyed that scene the most in this episode. I thought the scene where Shaw and Keiko are talking about how the world's different was very well done. Kurt Russell was excellent. I liked the twist, like at the end, where now he's the one that falls instead of her. And, I like that Tim quit Monarch because he's been sort of at loggerheads with them for a while and he finally quit. And now he's working with Kentaro and Hiroshi. I thought that it was great when Kate said, no, this whole Titan thing, this Monarch thing has taken too much from me already. I'm not losing you two now that I've found you, to her grandmother, to Keiko. And how Keiko says, okay, you're right. So I really liked that. I liked the fight between Godzilla and the flying dragon thing. I thought that was awesome. And of course, at the end, we get King Kong, which was awesome. And there's really not a lot more to say about it. The story of this whole season was great. The way they got to a sort of cliffhanger of a conclusion with this episode was great. I thought that the acting was great. The monster scenes were great. Just everything about this series was really, really good, except for maybe that one episode that I think I had an issue with. But I like all these characters. They're all likable. Kurt Russell is excellent. Wyatt Russell has been excellent. I don't know if we've seen the last of the younger version. We probably have, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do some other flashbacks. I'm still waiting to see how Keiko and Bill got together when clearly Keiko and Shaw had feelings for each other. They haven't covered that yet, so maybe they will. But I just thought this season was excellent. So much better than the Godzilla and Kong movies we've had in recent years. And with any luck, this quality will spill over into the new Godzilla and Kong movie that's coming. But who knows? Maybe some of these characters will even cross over. Who knows? But in any case, this was an excellent season of television. I really liked the show, and I hope it gets a second season. I hope we get to see more of it. They certainly set it up for that. So we'll have to wait and see. But that's really it. Just liked it a lot, and I wish there were more episodes. For now, I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back with another video soon. Until I return, I wish you peace and long life.